Alright, bass heads, it is your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid, coming to you direct. We're doing a follow-up on the last video. This time I'm doing it in front of my house. This time instead of down at the unit. Soda Pop's Custom Face Barbershop, boom boom. Got my boy Dre once again. We're gonna talk a little bit, really, because first and foremost, these subs are opening up now. They're starting to break in quick. Okay, and I've been making settings on them and playing with them and driving in them. I've been trying to get some drive time in every single day. Trying to get them broken, and they're opening up. You could hear them opening up. They're starting to sound good. But we're going to talk about these actually versus the 912s and 9 amps. So I lost 30,000 watts of amp power, okay? Something like that, 27, okay? 27,000 and 3 12s, which is the motor force being gone. Now, these have more cone area. Just the 6 of these is more cone area than all 9 of the 12s, okay? 912s is like 1,017 square inches of cone area, just like 418s is. And this is like 1,059, so it's more cone area. But me and Dre, when we was driving in it today, and I was looking over to him with certain songs I was playing, asking him, putting it on pause, like, what do you think, these versus the 12s? Or what do you think, how does it sound? A boom, and it's loud. It's still loud. And we was just in the barbershop talking on what the difference technically is. I'm going to let him say some stuff this time, explaining what he heard versus, and he rode in the car a few times with those 12s, cranked up and all. All right, Dre, so give him your opinion, basically.
All right, the 12s is like this. 12s had a lot of punchiness, this and that, a lot of upper bass. This
you said they were snappy. The 12s are snappier.
Definitely were way snappier. But this here is getting to the lows part. It's like this brings it out so much better than the 12s on the lows, But it's like the more you turn it up, it's like the better it just keeps getting though. You didn't really lose nothing, even though you lost 30,000 watts damn near. But it's like the more you was turning it up, it's right there. It's just like the 12s was, as far as the loudest part. So it's like you really ain't lose nothing. You just lost the snappiness of the 12s, because 12s had that little bit of extra force on that uppers. You know what I mean?
Right.
So other than that, this is just as loud. It ain't
with 3 less amps and 3 less subs.
Right. So it's just as loud. You really can't say like, oh yeah, well, this was like this and this was like that. If you like music, like we like music, you'll like the 15s. If you just want that always set you on fire, the motor force, the 12s was snappy. You know what I mean? That's the only.
But it still sets you on fire.
Oh, this can do that. This, like I said, when you started getting to the 27, 28, it was like, oh, crazy. It was going crazy. But I could respect the top port versus the side port, because like this here, ain't none of the speakers moving excessively at all.
Right, so there's mad cone control, because he was also watching how they were moving when it hit certain notes, how far they was actually moving, so there's cone control happening.
So
he's like, it's holding that power almost like it needs more power.
You might need to turn it up some.
Right.
So it's like way different as far as that goes. It's like, but yet and still, less is the same to me. It's like, I believe if you turn this up just a little bit more, kill the 12s with 6 15s,
right,
out of 9 12s. Like,
right, yeah, because cats wanted to technically know, and like I said, I had to drive this around for a few days to let it play.
This is a more of a distant speaker than
Yeah, 12, 15s are distance. You can hear them
right.
further away. I know that.
So that's the thing. Like everybody's looking for. Oh yeah, well, once you get used to this type of playing with the 12s, and then you switch over. Everybody got to get used to the new build. Everybody,
Right.
I don't care who it is. Even if you just change speakers to a different brand, you got to get used to that brand.
Right.
Because every brand got different soft parts.
Right.
So it's like, okay, this
Well-
got this kind of coil, this got this kind of thing, this kind of spider.
Right.
Soft parts make a speaker play what it plays. You know.
Right now, we was talking about something like the X Maxes, American-based X Maxes versus these.
Ooh.
You know, X Maxes got a bigger surround. They can handle 3,500 watts or 4K.
4,000.
Yeah, the 15s and with a 4-inch coil, and you know, I mean, how they would react in the same chamber versus these, what they would sound like. Now I know they're 12s. The X Max 12s got down,
Yeah.
and it was 8 of them, and them things just played hard. They were harsh. You know what I mean? Them things was harsh, man. Even the matter of fact, the X Max has shifted my hood. Man, that heavy ass hood I had on there.
Ain't no
It
other
shifted.
speaker
It
ever did
shifted
that.
it. It shifted the hood, and the hood wasn't even shut after the demos. You know what I mean? Now, if I would have tried now, as a matter of fact, if the problem would have happened, which actually made me switch, I didn't tell anybody why I switched so suddenly from American base to these. Okay, I'll tell you why I switched. Okay, when I got those X Maxes, okay, when I got back, I should have been hitting like 63s with them automatically. Okay, and I only hit a 161.8 something with them, and with all that power I was putting to them, even with the slaps. I was getting 7,600 watts out of the slaps amps. And I only got them slaps. I wanted to see what them slaps would do. I wanted to see if they were capable of doing 8K, and I damn near got 8K out of them at 0.6 of an ohm. Damn near. I would have kept them if I wouldn't have heard 2 of them. I heard 2 of them at a contest when I burped way out there in Ohio. You know what I mean? I heard 2 of them, and when that happens, whenever something like that happens just on a burp, it'll frustrate me. You know what I mean? I'm like, uh-oh, something didn't go right well. When I started figuring out what happened, because I drove all the way to Ohio. When I drive to a location to pick up stuff, and then something goes wrong with a speaker, that means I got to drive it back. I'm not going to pack it up and pay money to ship it back. I want to drive it back. I didn't have time for all that. I didn't want to do it. With the X Maxes, there was some problems with them. All right, one of the subs, one side was 1 ohm, and one side was 2 ohm when they were supposed to be D1s. That was one problem. Another problem, 2 of them, the surrounds wasn't glued down at all, which means I should have checked them before I left there. I should have checked those subs. I should have put a multimeter on them and checked them. I didn't. Okay, so that was a problem. 3 of them, something was wrong with them. 1 of them, only one side of a speaker was working, period. And the other, that's where my score went. And technically, they still was getting down demoing.
Sure was.
Not knowing, they was getting down on demos anyway. But my score went somewhere, and when I found out what was going on with them, I got real upset about it. If I would have had to drive them back, I would have drove them back pissed. I'd have been mad for driving them back. You know what I mean? And I got back there, because technically when I went down there, I was going for the Godzillas as the ones I wanted to buy. I was going to get the Godzillas. That's what I wanted. I wanted to try them. I'm pretty confident I would have got down with them, but no. Okay, that was a problem. That was a problem. And I was like, I'm not driving these back. I'm going to be mad. Then I wanted to get the signatures in place of the Godzillas. They didn't have 8 of them. Okay, because I do believe if I would have got the Godzillas, I still would have them in here right now. I'm sure of that. I was told by Dre he had them. He had the Godzillas. He told me that them things would set you on fire. But I didn't get them. So I was like, man, it's time to move on. Let me go ahead and move to another company, you know, with people in my ear too. Man, you need to get away from that. And I don't let that discourage me. I don't let people pull me away from anything. If I like a brand, I like it. but I figured it was time for me to move on and try something else. So I've just moved on. And usually, when I get with a company and I'm treated good at the company, I usually go all out with the company. I'll get all the door speakers. I'll get everything with that company, bro. So that's what happened. And the door speakers, these are Neos, Brazilian Sound Neos. Tell them how they set you on fire.
I know.
These things scream.
That's a nice speaker.
Yeah, them things, you can hear them all around those subs.
Yes.
Those speakers, oh, they're sweet. I never used Neos before, and those 4-inch bullets are Neos as well. Oh, they get down. They get down. But see, I haven't metered nothing yet. I'm not going to meter anything until I feel that they're ready to be metered. I'm just letting them play. We're driving, turning them up, letting different stuff play. We're listening to them, seeing what they can do. They got mad cone control because I only have them after everything's done. They're in 2.49 cubic foot. So the specs say 2.5 to 3.5 is what the specs say. So I put them in smaller so I can have cone control. And they sound good. They sound good. That port is 218 square inches. I know the port could be bigger. I know all of that. But I've seen cats get down with smaller ports. I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? And they getting down. I would like the port to be like 250, 300 square inches, but I only can get 218. And it's 18 inches deep. So I'm tuned to 34.9, what you get to say 35 hertz is what it's tuned to. Flat 35 hertz, period. Okay, I would have liked to get them down to 33, 31. I would have did that. But just think, I got to burp them and all that and street beat them and this, that, and the other. So we'll get to that when that time comes. Okay, but it is what it is. We explained it to you. I've been messing around with the slope, making the slope, 80 hertz and 70 hertz. I'm moving it from 80 to 70, seeing what it sound like. I know that the 80 hertz, you can hear voices coming out of the subs with the 80 hertz. That's why I was dropping down to 70, because I don't want to hear voices coming out of my subs. I want to hear nothing but bass coming out of them. That's why I was going to 70. But I was told on YouTube, a guy was like, make it with 15, make it 75, 70, 75. Dre likes the way the 80s, because the 80 do make it louder. It's louder on 80 hertz than 70, but all I got to do is compensate. Put it on 70 and then turn the AC volts up to what it was on 80. Is what my mind is going, but we're playing with it. Okay, trying to see what's what and what's going to do what, people. This is explaining stuff to y'all. All right, now, a lot of y'all guys out there would have did different. I would set it this with the 15s. At that, the cubic foot you got at, you should try this. I would try that. Try this, man. See that? Try this. Now, it's at 106 AC volts. Clean. Period. Okay? And no clip lighting on and all that. And I definitely, now I'm going to change my dashboard, man. Probably after the first show, I'm going to make a whole new dashboard and block off the one side down there by the gas pedals and all of that and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do that and see what that do. I'm going to push these seats back. Yada, yada, yada. So you got that. So I'm going to post this up and let y'all see what... Hi, Diaper McSmurf. Hi. It's my next door neighbors. Ain't she cute? Look at her. They said she's bad. They say she's a terrorist, but I don't believe them. I think they're lying on her being a bully. Huh?
No, she's definitely a bully.
What you eating? Say hi. I know I'm on a video. Say hi.
Oh, wow, we'll take a picture.
Say hi. She's a video. Say hi to the people. Hi. Yeah, what you eating? Grapes? She's eating grapes? Huh?
Yes, I love my grapes.
Yeah, little lightning shoes and all that.
Uh-huh.
I should sit you in this car and blow your diapers off. That's what I want to do. I want to blow your diapers clean.
And that was the thing you was fixing when she kept asking
yeah,
you?
build it. You want to see what I... Come here, let me show you what I was building. You kept asking me questions. kept asking questions. What you doing when I was out there cutting wood, y'all? She was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm making a speaker box. Here, let me show you what I was making. She don't remember nothing. She don't remember nothing she said. See what I was making? I was making a speaker. See the big speaker? You want to hear it? See it? See the big speakers? See how the speakers? Hey, see the speakers on the door? Hey, see them? You want to hear it?
He was making those.
Yeah.
She wants to hear it.
Get the sun.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Yeah, it's a car.
It's a car. Blow your diapers. You won't have no diapers for real, but I don't want to do it to you. Mom be trying to sue.
Yeah.
Like, I'm suing.
I heard you bumping it the one day.
Yeah, because I was tearing somebody up. I was tearing somebody up in there.
Uh,
You probably know her too. What's her name? Angel something?
Oh yeah.
You probably know. You probably know her.
The pizza man.
Her name's Angel. This one I was demoing. Y'all need to watch my YouTube videos, man.
Yeah.
Her name's Angel, light skin.
She's like.
She got a son and a daughter.
Pizza place.
Foxes.
Oh,
You know her?
I
She don't work there. She goes with.
She goes with the old dude.
No, I don't. Yes, hold on.
You know Mel Thrower?
I don't be knowing anybody.
I don't know. They're older than you're probably not as old. That's all right.
I don't be knowing anybody, guys.
Hey, go get my aunt, man. We need to get out of here. Bye bye. Bye bye, diaper McSmurf.
She said, say bye-bye, Kinsley.
Diaper McSmurf. All the little kids is little diapers to me, whether you wear them or not. Huh? All right.
She say bye-bye, Kinsley.
Bye bye, Kinsley. But you're diaper McSmurf.
Get in the house. You gotta get your medicine. Come on.
All right, folks. That's it on this. See y'all. It's your boy, the OG Soda Pop Kid. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And give me your opinions and, you know, yada, yada. Oh, one more thing. So yesterday, me and Auntie was driving, right? I didn't have the hood latches on the hood, man, and the hood flew up on us, bro. It flew up while we was driving down the road and scared me half to death. Man, I had to have Auntie. She's short, so she could look past her to see the road. And the whole spring, see this spring? This whole spring popped off. And it was hell to pay getting it back on. I had to pull off the road, but I had a crowbar in there, so I was able to get the crowbar around there and get it back on and twisted this hood, man. I wanted to kill myself for this nonsense, man. Because it's always something, but it's back on, and we gotta readjust it back to, you know. All right, ready? We're ready to leave. Come on, that's my auntie right there. Oh, look, I got a new riding partner, y'all. Look, she got in the car and was like, that's gonna blow my eardrums off. No, she loves it now. I was turning it up. Now she wanna ride. Every time I leave, I'm going.
Okay, let me grab my
Honestly, she's a character, bro. I be wanting to slap her in the back of her neck sometimes. I love my auntie, but sometimes, man, she just, you know, I ain't gonna put you on blast, right? Somebody may be watching this, man. You be like, man, you got me in trouble, Soda. I don't want to get Dre in trouble. Let me shut up. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.